Bruv. Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Interstellar Discussions, and I tell you what, every day that goes past, the more and more footage that keeps getting released worldwide is absolutely mental, and I'm going to be wearing that colander on my head full time at this point, alright? I've got some crazy bits of footage of orb-shaped constellation sightings, we've got jellyfish, we've got friggin' Dorito shaped things in the sky. It's just, oh man, let's get into this and let's have a little look and see what we can find, right? So this first recording comes out of a passenger on a passenger aircraft looking out the window, and they see a strange object approaching to the rear side of the craft. Look at this. I've enhanced the imagery here, and I've done a little bit of tinkering around with it so we can see a bit clearer, but look at this thing, mate, right? It looks like diamond shaped in nature, or like a typical saucer shape, and it's just floating along by, you know, perfectly straight, moving. Look at that. It's wild. Yeah? And I don't care. Someone's going to sit there and go, oh, that's a fucking Walker's crisp packet caught in an air current. No, it's not. No. This thing looks absolutely mental. And it does look like your typical saucer shape that we've seen quite a lot before. Look at that. What is that, mate? I mean, if I was sat in an aircraft and I was looking out the window and this thing was coming close, mate, I would be like a chimp in an enclosure inside that plane, mate, because I'd be running up and down, like, fucking yelling. Ah! Anything from the trolley, anyone? Hello, sir. Would you like anything from the trolley today? We've got a banana, if you'd like. And we've got a Nutri-Grain bar. What's that? I want 14 Nutri-Grain bars. Hello? Can you hear me? Anyone else want anything from the trolley? Right, I've just been sent this piece of footage. According to the OP, apparently he looked out of his window and he saw a trail moving through the sky and it disappears. Let's check it out. Look at... Shit. I like the way he's hiding behind his curtain. He's like... Oi! Nah, fuck off. Fuck that. That is not a meteorite, mate. That is not a space rocket. That thing evaporated. Hold the phone, mate. Let's check that out again. What? I can see why he's hiding behind the bloody window now. Look at that, it's got a trail. Then it stops, it just disappears. Mate. A lot of people are saying this is a rocket. I've never seen a video of a rocket where the trail just disappears. Yeah. And then the bloody thing just disappears as well. I could be wrong. And nothing. And it goes bink. Ah. Mate, I've just been sent this video apparently of some dude sat behind the senator during a hearing and he was just staring into his soul and being weird. Look at this.
Some fiction spy thriller.
Look at this bloke. He looks like an absolute supervillain, mate. What is he?
Congressional oversight is a constitutional demand. We dedicate our career.
Weird person. Why are you doing that?
So much effort.
Unless he's like controlling his mind behind, he's telepathically talking to him like a little lizard man.
To interfere with and undermine.
Oh, his eyes moving.
Congressional inquiries.
Look at that! Oh!
Triad of disinformation and outright falsehoods.
Right, either that or if he's just had a couple of puffs on the devil's lettuce before this meeting and he's just zooted out of his mind, like... Either that or unzip, that's a cryptoid insect person wearing some human skin, mate. Unzip that fucking thing and show it on TV and blow it up. What is wrong with this person? Spray that fucking cockroach with a can of Raid now. Fucking lizard, mate. Mate, this next clip I'm going to show you, yeah, look at the state of this object, or these objects. Oh my word. We've got these two strange flickering orb-like thing. They look like the jellyfish stuff we've seen previously over like Guatemala and the one that Pentagon released. I'm gonna like zoom in for you as well. Look, they're like actively morphing. This is in Kolkata, India. Right, hang on. Let me go back again. I'm gonna zoom in for you. Look at the state of that thing. What is that, bro? Looks like a brain. Oh my word. I mean, this is the first time we've seen something in India of this sort of nature. Look at that. Oh, but like, what if that was ET? What is flying that strange brain-like thing? Like, how are you sitting in that? Unless it's like actual consciousness, like when they talk about the psionics and connecting to an aircraft. Like, aliens are, if this is alien, they are hella creative, man. Their ships and stuff are absolutely wild, because everyone is almost different. I don't know. Mate, look at the state of this object coming out of Cholula, Mexico, of a triangle-shaped black mass object hovering above a cathedral. Look at this. Right, this is hovering above a cathedral. Ominously, the thing actively morphs. I've tried to enhance the video a little bit and zoom in, because look, you can see it's got like a bit of a curved shape, then it morphs, and then goes to more of like a solidified object. Look at that. What is that? And there's two perspectives as well. And you can't explain this as well. I mean, this ain't no strange... unless Doritos has an incredible ad campaign going on right now. Nah, bro. There's no active cables coming from the ship. Here's the second perspective. There's no flags or lines or anything connected to this. This black mass was just hovering above ominously. If I saw this in real life, mate, I would be having a meltdown in the street. I would be going underneath it, screaming at it. Absolute state of it. If this is ET and they're trying to, you know, keep us comfortable, you know, it kind of puts you on edge still, man. Come on, guys. Have a bit more flowers and flashing lights and a bit of YMCA playing out the top of it, and everyone will be a bit more happy, but... Whew. So where this sighting occurred, right, I'm about to blow your mind, okay? So the Cholula Cathedral, apparently, right, is built on top of an archaeological site of a pyramid. Check this out. So you type in the Great Pyramid of Cholula, also known as the whatever that is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, right? It's a complex located in Cholula, Puebla, Mexico. It's the largest archaeological site of a pyramid temple in the world, as well as the largest pyramid by volume known to exist in the world today, right? We go a bit further down here. Cholula, Puebla, church on top of the world's largest pyramid. So this church is built on top of an insane archaeological site where for many, many years people have reported strange black mass objects, lights, things on the ground, other weird and strange happenings in the area over this site where this pyramid is, right? I don't know, right? There must be some sort of correlation here, like a bit of food for thought. You let me know. Right, we've got another sighting coming out of the United States of a massive portal-like thing in the sky, right? Check this out. So look at this, mate. So there's like a giant light in the sky, and then in the background you see this giant plume of whatever the hell that is. I mean, if you were not kind of privy to what you're looking at in the sky, you would probably have a religious experience looking at this. You'd be like, holy shit, Jesus is back. But I think this is to do with the Falcon X SpaceX launch mission. And I think a lot of the time this is when either a re-entry through the atmosphere, and there's a lot of like the fuel particles coming out of the rocket detaching, have a chemical reaction or something to do with the atmosphere once they freeze up, and they make this giant icicle plume in the atmosphere, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's kind of what it is. And then obviously the light above it, which looks like the moon through here, but if you... I don't know. I think it's cool either way. What a sighting. And it still blows my mind how within a space of 100 years we've gone from pushing horse and cart, right, to then flying stuff out of the atmosphere into the solar system to other planets. Aliens have been diddling in our business, alright? We've been doing some trades or something, because how the hell did we get all this technology out of nowhere, right? Call me a conspiracy theorist, because I probably am. Right, look at this footage, yeah? Apparently this is something called a sun pillar, where the light's lining up just perfectly, where it's reflecting off all the perfectly shaped ice crystals, like the snow, and it's forming this thing. Look at that, mate. If you was like a Neolithic person, a hunter-gatherer or something, you come across and you saw this, I'd be like, oh my God, God is here. Get naked, take all my clothes, take everything. I'm going to be inside that snow praying to this thing, right? I mean, I'd probably still do it nowadays if I saw that. That is unreal. Look at it. How are people just skiing past that? I'd be like fucking diving through it. I'd be like, take me out of here. Mario style. Wow, man. How beautiful. Never seen anything like that. I've always seen it in the atmosphere above, like when you've seen videos and stuff. Unbelievable. How are people just ignoring that? Right, this comes out, I think, the Middle East somewhere. Someone's seen this giant laser beam fired through the sky. Look at that, mate. Look at that. There's like a gap in the middle, but someone was saying that this is because a cloud flew through it. Sorry, guys, it's actually because I'm so spiritual. I was actually getting a light beam download through my head, and I was just I couldn't handle it. And this got me thinking, because I've seen something kind of similar to this before. A little bit. People are losing their mind over this. So, but in the Saudi deserts, or in the deserts in general, sometimes when they want to kind of like set up a location so people know where they are, they set off these giant friggin' light beams that kind of are projected out of basically a laser cannon, right? Look at this. Laser beacons lights the way in Saudi Arabia's northern Nafud desert, right? We come down there. I ain't reading all that. So it basically goes into detail about what this is. So apparently this is supposed to be to do with like a distress signal, because obviously there's so many people that have passed away in the deserts due to not finding water sources or shelter or whatever of that nature, right? And it says here, many people lost their lives in the desert near water resources because they did not know that the water resources were close to them, right? And that's very true. Loads of people get either tricked by mirages on the desert, whereas the heat is looked at a certain angle and it looks like there's water, and you're basically chasing a hologram forever, right? And then people have died because they've been, or people have passed away because they've been so close to a resource and not realised it as well. So he added that he came up with the idea when he realised that the stranded are in a state of distress and can easily miss water sources, even if it's were an experienced outdoorsman. And that's true. So here's a giant laser here, what you can see, and it's basically a help station for those that are in need. And I think it's a fantastic idea. I mean, it could be something completely different, a phenomenon that we're completely unaware of, but I don't know. I thought this was a bit of food for thought and quite interesting. And what a way to kind of have an innovation in sort of these very harsh environments, man. Saudi Arabia, hats off to you. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that today about kind of solves it. We had some weird stuff coming out in the past day or two. I mean, it's fantastic. Like, the stuff coming out right now is absolutely mind-blowing, alright? It's why I've got to wear this bit of armour on my head, because otherwise it'll send me mental. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. So, call me a donkey, or tell me I'm correct, you know? I don't know. Look after yourself. Peace.